my husband is here, and this cracks me up because this has never happened before. It's like, oh, you're going to get on that Zoom call tonight. He was like, well, if you need me to share anything, just call. I'm like, what? I said, Brenda, David might be open to sharing a little. So, yeah. Do you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, ladies. How you doing? So for me, sometimes it feels like the Plexus pace is a little bit too fast and the journey's a little bit too slow. Everything's moving so quickly, and you guys are spending more time doing the business and messages, phone calls, and you just like Henry said, you don't get to really know those people. You hear their names and you hear the stories, but when you get to go to something like convention, or in this case Maui, it's awesome to be able to connect. So for me, it's like going to these things as a husband of a Plexus woman is kind of like hitting a checkpoint. I know that there's money magically getting into the account, which is super awesome. But the rest of them, I'm like, man, who are these people? Like, where are we going? What are we doing? And then you get there, you get to Maui, and you get to meet people like Delvin and Henry and Nick and Larry and Matt and TJ. And it was just awesome. That was huge for me. And we get to laugh over the same things, so it was really refreshing, and I think that Maui is a big checkpoint and a reminder that you're on a journey. It's a checkpoint on the way to Diamond.
Yeah.
And hey, there's nothing like a lomi massage in Maui. So if nothing else, do it for that.
It was amazing. Yeah, you guys.
You were one of those military guys that are like, oh, if the other guy saw me now, you're sitting there in your white robe at the spa.
Yeah.
I was drooling.
Yeah.
I was drooling on the floor.
No, truly. Like, I was like, oh, we're going to talk. Oh, no. He's like, am I drooling? I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, you really are drooling. That's so good. Yeah, it was such a blessing, you guys, to be able to bring a guest. The fact that, and this is what hit me when I walked into the Grand Malaya and they put the lei over my neck. Is I thought, wait a second. My job is so fulfilling already with the lives that truly are completely different because I decided to dare to share. But then I get to bring my husband to come relax with him for 5 days. You guys, everything was covered. This amazing airfare where you have the leg space and the little drink and the whole thing, and the rental cars and the whole hotel, all of this amazing, delicious food, this quality stuff, you guys, the mixtures that they put together down to the decorations just had these sweet personal thumbprints on them. And I sat there and received. I think that's what happened. And when should I share my embarrassing?
Go for it.
We were on the secluded beach, and David was like, that's all I want to do. I want to make sure to snorkel. I was like, oh, we'll make it happen. We will take you snorkeling. So he's a rescue swimmer, and he brings out these like utility fins from his backpack. So I'm like, whoa. But anyway, it was amazing. But you guys, I went out there before him, and it was the first time I had been in the water. And I was like, oh. And I kind of started laughing because I was so overjoyed and overwhelmed. And he's hearing me from the shore. And then I'm like crying and laughing at the same time. What did you think at that moment?
Oh, she was bawling.
Yeah.
She was sobbing. She was so happy.
It's like everything kind of went like, whoa, this was real. Whoa. You think it's so far away. You watch everybody do this. I mean, I've watched every Maui Zoom recap. And people watching right now, you are watching and you are going to be on that beach. Like, feel your toes in the sand. Brenda sent me a picture of my name in the sand. And you know what? I decided to believe last year. I finally was like, yeah, actually I am. And I'm going to go do it. So I agree with Charlotte. Bob Heilig just stole the show. Really the top thing he said, I wanted to make sure not to forget. But he just said, stop worrying about what you're going to do and start focusing on who you're going to be. So, every jewel I talked to, I just wanted to just absorb everything. And that's what everybody said was, I love the personal development that got me to Emerald in 11 months, or that got me to Emerald in 4 years, or that got me to Emerald wherever. it was all worth it for my finding my purpose, my personal development. So that's it.
I'm speechless. That was a lot. I mean, that was, yeah. Did everybody get the feels on that one? It is emotional, y'all, to go there. I remember, just like you, Bridget, watching the Maui recaps. I remember seeing people coming back from Hawaii soon after I joined, and sharing their stories. And I'm just like, wow, they make it sound so over the top. Like, I bet they're just exaggerating a little bit just to try to get people into this. And I'm like, there's no way it can be that great. I'm a skeptical person by nature, if you can't tell. And so when we were planning to go, I honestly get more excited on my repeat visits than I ever did before I went, because now that I've experienced it, now I know what they're talking about.